Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello. Good morning. Good time zone. Okay, guys. I have a confession to make. I totally forgot. We still were in the middle of doing the healer role quest. Which is so crazy. Because I took the time to level my sage. I took the time to level my sage over the weekend so we can finish it. I know, I'm sorry for debating you guys. I'm sorry. I felt really bad. I'm gonna be so real with you. It has been a really fucky-wucky kind of 24 hours. Zoop, oh my god. Are you guys gonna keep up the soup? Until when? Until end of based Endwalker? Based Endwalker. Why did I say based? It's like, it's not a turkey. I hope you're okay. It's just been a really weird 24 hours. You know? I mean, I shared with you guys that I do coffee. A sub for soup. Thank you for the prime. Or is it Saturday? Okay. So, I literally realized yesterday I am going to be in another country next week for a week and a half. So, here's my thing. Technically speaking, I don't know how fast the role quests go, right? Because technically speaking, yeah, we could do MSQ tomorrow, but if we end on a cliffhanger and I have to wait a week and a half, I think I might die. Right? So here is... You're definitely hanging off a cliff if you do MSQ this week. So here is my... What do you mean karma? So here's my proposal to you guys, right? I think we ride out the role quest for this week, right? And possibly next week, most likely next week. Unless like the moon crashes down. I don't know. Our moon, not the Eorzean moon. And we come back. Like, okay, here's the thing. I don't know what's worse. The cliffhanger we're currently on, or we play Let's Go Gambling, and the new cliffhanger we would end off at if we were to do MSQ next week. Like, what's worse? You tell me. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. My birthday is actually in... Holy shit, hold on. No. My birthday is in 2.5 weeks. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. Oh man. I legitimately haven't even thought about that. We could watch paint dry, dude. Don't threaten me with a good time. The current cliffhanger is something to look forward to, and the Let's Go Gambling cliffhanger could be anything. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make the executive decision MSQ when I return, because I think I can handle cooking right now. I don't want to gamble because my luck is so bad. I'd watch you hearing the grass grow. Oh, thanks. But honestly, I have a confession to make. I genuinely was debating on whether or not I wanted to stream today because today was just a bad day. It's just a, you know, what's that meme guy who's like, you know, when you're having a bad day, just give up. It is fucked. Wake up and try again tomorrow. I genuinely gambling with the stop with the 0 out of 3 fish, man. I already feel bad enough. Have you seen there's a Matsuya version of that? Do you guys put it in like wait, did you guys put it in the Reacts channel? Let me scroll up. God, there's so much. You guys put in so much new stuff into here. What the hell? We're gonna have to tackle this. Oh, did you just put it in? Hold on. I see it. Please hold. Let me turn this off. Put it here. Do this.
When you have a bad day, give up.
Ooh.
Go home and sleep.
That's what
Fuck
I'm
it.
saying.
Try again tomorrow. Not every bad day can become a good day. Some days are fucked
That's
and
what I'm
cannot be unfucked.
saying.
When you have a day that is fucked beyond repair, that is the universe speaking to you, sending you a message. Listen to the universe. Go home. Save your energy. Tomorrow is another day. For now, just fucking chill.
That's what I'm saying. I honestly, dead ass, I was like, damn. But here's the thing. Usually I don't know you guys, if you guys have like a routine for when you have a bad day. I feel like whenever I have a bad day, I have like one or two options. I literally just fucking chill. Or I feel like I usually end up streaming. I feel like the times I've had bad days, what I usually done is I've ended up going and doing like a surprise stream, and we do like a karaoke until I feel better. And usually that works. I'm like a very simple person. Loki, I thought you're from that server. What server, Oz? Ain't no way you picked the one with... What? Coochie Lane? On Dynamacy? It's my favorite server for MSQ. What's wrong with it? Okay, see? What do you mean exactly? Oz, what's wrong? What's wrong with Coochie Lane? Tell me. What's wrong? Does it have a reputation? Is there something I don't know? Yeah, it's Coochie World. Putting the gay bulg in Coochie Lane, that's what I'm saying. It's just the name. Damn. There's no shame. Eyes, how dare you? How fucking dare you? Anyway, so yeah, I was like really debating, dude. Thing is, like, I didn't want to cancel stream. Transfer then? No! Because I'm on Aether. I'm already there. Why would I want to move out? I should just make a Dynamis alt and never touch it again. Dude, Eyes, I was trying to do roulettes on Dynamis, and it had DPS in need. Who the fuck? Who? What do you mean DPS in need? What is Dynamis? Wait, hold on. Out of sheer curiosity. Dude, Dude, normal raids, DPS in need. What happens in this server, man? No, it wasn't even an alliance raid. It was like, I don't know if you guys were there last week, but it was like normal raids, MSQ try, leveling was DPS in need. It was horrendous. Dynamis is like Ohio. Ain't nobody down here knows what's going on. DPS is in need for Aether right now for MSQ. Is it because everyone on Aether right now is just focusing on doing re-clears because it's Tuesday? I hope Prog's going well, Oz, by the way. Oh my god, but yeah. I was explaining to chat that like today was like one of those days where it's just like, man, today is a feels bad day. It's kind of fucked. And I was like, I didn't want to cancel stream, but I was just like, fuck, but what do I do? And I was like, okay, I stream because usually stream makes me feel better. Because usually when I feel bad or like I don't feel good, I just end up streaming anyway and we just do a karaoke stream until I feel better. And I was just like, man, but like today's supposed to be a 14 day and not a karaoke day. Unless we make it a karaoke day, but it's like, I also want to do 14. I don't know. Maybe I have an illness. I feel bad. I just watch your VODs. Aww. Thank you. I appreciate the VOD watchers. I uploaded like 3 VODs today because I need to like remember. Challenge, do 14 while doing karaoke. I did that once. I did that while I was doing a roulette once. And it was so fucking hard to sing while doing mechanics. I was singing ABBA while doing mechanics. It was fucked. Compromise. 14 karaoke? All right. Someone put on answers. I got this. But be healer? Well, today I'm supposed to be healing. Today I'm supposed to be healing. But look, I leveled also. Sorry, I have to unplug my tablet because I realized we're not going to be doing Insanity Board today. Teehee. Unplug. Wow. I'll karaoke 14 with you. Here's the thing. There's only a very few handful of 14 songs I know in which I can karaoke to. It's Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Answer. So those 2 I sang during Christmas. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then the fucking the M8S song. When I climb in the ring and lock eyes, and that's when I realize I am free. Those are... That's what I'm saying! This song is really pretty though, that's playing in the background right now. Also, why is my mic buzzing? Hello! Oh my gosh, wait, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, Y2A2K? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. So yeah, so I was just like, I was in a quandary, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna stream today because streaming always makes me feel better, and it takes my mind off of all of the bad and all of the brain worms that are in the head. So that's what I'm gonna do today. You know what I also realized? If we did MSQ and I got to a really emotional scene, holy fuck, that would have been rough. That would have been rough, buddy. Holy shit. Wait, the ham is so cute. Ah, it's so cute. Wait, I'm a rat too. What the fuck? Who put rat ears on me. The fuck? No, these are a toggle, bruh. These are a no, temporarily. I'm temporarily a rat. I'm not actually a rat tuber. Guys, a new person walks in and then all of a sudden you guys are spreading misinformation. What the fuck? It's the Yuzimii stream. No! I'm not a rat. Not a rat. I'm a person. I'm a person. I'm a person. Rats are people. I don't know if you weren't in like science class or biology, but rats and people are very, very different. I don't know if you have heard the news. Crazy concept, but I swear it's true. I promise you. Look, see? Mouse ears are gone. I'm a person. What do you mean? They're like 99%. I swear to fucking God! Did you see the Avi clip you what is the Avi clip? What is that? The ears can keep on coming back against my will. I'm being moused against my will. Wait, what clip? The fuck? Oh, I'm so sorry. I think the Twitch DM stuff is like really weird because they just don't show up for me, or like I don't really pay attention to them. What is the clip about? Wait, what did I inspire? Hello? Wait, I inspired something? Is this another streamer? Interesting. Ugh. What did I inspire? Dude, I try to be an inspiration, but sometimes... Oh my god, wait, okay, funny story. And I know this is like... I'm trying to like put myself out there and meet other VTubers and streamers in spite of stuff that has been happening. Because, you know, it's... You gotta be... I gotta be brave. And so I was put in a group chat, and it's all these wonderful streamers that I've either like heard in passing or like are just new to me. And then one of them puts one of my clips from when I was pulling Brant into the it wasn't Brant. It was when I was singing in my Toad karaoke voice into the group chat, and they were like, "Oh my god, wait, what did they say?" It was, hold on. They said, "My new Oshi." I wanted to die! I wanted to die! Oh my god! Eh? Wait. Lord! Thank you for the follow! I was so confused because I was like... I was like... Wait, I was so prepared to greet you in Japanese because of your user. Iwanami Rua. Thank you. I'm shy. What up? Sorry, I didn't mean to like shout you out like that. I was. 일본어 데모 오케이? 일본어 데모 이요? 아! 야따! It's okay, guys. You can say Nihongo Jozu. It won't hurt me. I swear. I promise. Wait, let me see this clip. What the fuck have I done? Wait, what is this title? Thank you for the hydrate. Nihongo jozu desu ne. Wow. Iwanami Rura-san, arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. What is this clip? What is this clip? I'm done being cringe. Yeah, to be cringe, I be free. What is this? What is this clip? You guys use the soup copy pasta on another streamer? Why did you put that in? It's so out of context. What have you done? Guys. Here's okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me very closely. Get real close. When you put an inside joke in another stream, he's so confused. You guys spilled the soup. You guys spilled the soup. You guys aren't supposed to spill the soup. We shall expand the soup. Okay, here's the thing. You guys are supposed to... Guys, what is the soup? Lord, thank you for the biddies. Lord, do you know the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? Because this will make so much more sense if you do. But I like to have theories. Game theories. It gives you trauma. Okay, currently, as you can see, I'm a sprout that's going through Endwalker. And I like to make a lot of theories because I love lore-oriented games. My problem is, oh, thank you, I too. Thank you. The problem is that I get stomach locked because I like making theories. And as of right now, one of the most, I guess, chat will not let go of this one theory I have. Okay, and the theory is that it's when we were learning about what Aether is, right? And and they were teaching us the two theories about, or the theory that Aether, the ethereal sea is just Aether soup. When you die, okay, one theory is that all of your Aether returns to the ethereal sea. And then, on one hand, okay, and then for every new life, like a magical forest or Heidelin, or I don't really know, dips a cup into the soup and pours out a new being when that being is born. But my theory is, okay, listen very carefully. I think that's wrong. Because how can our souls be individually recognized despite us being sundered new beings? So I proposed that there is no Aether soup. Bye-bye, Shokuban! Have a good night. There is no Aether soup. Aether soup is wrong. Because everyone is able to successfully reincarnate with the soul that they've been sundered from. Lore, I need you guys to know that theory was... I said that about a month ago. I said that nearly a month ago. Chat has had a death grip. Chat has had a death grip on the fucking soup. Chat has not let go of the soup for a whole month. Has it really? Okay, actually, let's check. When I'm gonna look at my VODs right now, because that was when we first got to it was during the split quest at the very beginning of Endwalker. Where? Okay. You have such a visceral reaction to soup every day. It's okay. Okay. In my defense, it's because I literally said the theory is wrong. We must let go of soup. And do you know what you guys did? You actually, in fact, did not let go of the soup like I asked. You actually did the opposite. You clung onto the soup with your bare hands. How do you have a death grip on soup? It's liquid. Well, usually people drink soup from bowls. So you're saying it's more of a stew. I am going to commit an act of great violence. Yeah, see? Lore, look at chat. See? Wait, I just need to cling onto the Aether Soup theory to up my cred with Yuzimii. No! This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Are you... I want you guys to know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be brave enough to divulge this because we're already in the rabbit hole. I need you guys to... You guys know that I've been preparing for a debut. And there are a few things I sometimes discuss with my mods, you know, to brainstorm. And here's the thing. I have been for, I want to say, Tickle, I don't know if you've been keeping track because I haven't. For the past, like, I want to say 3 months, I've been wrestling with concepts on what our official community name is gonna be. You know, because it's kind of cute, right? And we've been tossing around ideas. And I'm gonna be honest, there was a point in the conversation where Tickle and I were just like, you do realize that if we leave it up to chat, one of the options is gonna be soup related. I need you guys to look into my eyes and lock the fuck in. I need you to know that is never the Brotherhood. No! That is... We are not a soup community. I need you guys to go back and look at my about description on my Twitch. I'm the guardian spirit of joy. Okay, I like citrus fruits. Now look into my eyes and tell me. You know what? Look into my warrior of light's eyes and tell her. Are we a soup community? Are we? What's your problem with soup? Esther soup, loving the soup. Esther, thank you for the tier 1. Also, that is a crazy first time chat assassin. Pea soup eyes? What? Soup brings me... Okay, that's fine. Soup can bring you joy. There is nothing wrong with soup bringing you joy. However, when I make a list of words, happiness, joy, citrus fruits, VTuber, me, community name, is anywhere in that equation read soup to you, why on God above is there a hype train? Thank you, Lore, for the soup talk. I wouldn't mind if Yuzimii reviewed the different flavors of ramen broth on stream. Just saying. Just pretend she's drinking. Lord, chat has already been asking if I do a soup review stream. How does that even work? How does that work? The cauldrons? I am not changing my lore to the guardian spirit of soup. I need... I'm sorry. I'm so shocked that there's a... We have a level 1 hype train off a conversation of soup. What has this come to? I'll have you know that's been eating at me since... What do you mean? Wait, Tickle. While we were making like citrus and joy-coded puns for like our community name, have you been like writing up soup-related community names at the same time? Wait, no, out with it right now, out with them all. There has to be a whole segment for soup in the debut. No! Oh no! Thank you for the gift of the paladin! Oh my god. It was just that one actually. Oh no, you had another one. You actually wrote it in the mods chat. And I was just like, no, I have to veto that one. What'd you write? Okay, you said, I'm outing you right now. Yuzi's stew words. Came for the 14, stayed for the soup. Okay, I want you guys to know that there's so many streamers and they have such a cute relationship with their chat. And then there's me putting on armor, putting my tank stance on, ready to go to war with you guys. That one seems stupid, I swear to God. So we're not cute. Here's the thing, you can't ask that question after what you guys have been essentially doing was me being like, guys, no soup. And you're like kids asking, but can we have soup? But soup, where's the soup? Please, soup, please, please, please. And then you come back with like puppy eyes being like, so you're saying we're not cute? Points left, points right? And I'm just like, what's wrong with you? That's every stream I've been in though, of just the streamer being at war. Actually, that sounds about right. Please, Yuzi, can I have some more? Soup is also a form of no, explain that. How the hell is soup a form of mitigation? I need the write-up for that. Take that to the balance and come back. Just want to let down for the record that 14 doesn't give me trauma because of the story. I just really had a really pushy local buddy ruin the game for... Oh my god, bro, I'm so sorry. Okay, honestly, I have been so lucky to have such a, I guess, an experience where I'm just left to my own thoughts and opinions, because I know people can be really passionate about this game. Lord, genuinely, if you ever return to it, like, I hope you're able to, like, it is a great game. I hope you're able to experience it without the pressure of others. Genuinely. If you haven't finished MSQ, that is. Well, the soup does give more HP, which is a type of mitt. Wait, do I still have the... It does give vitality. Fuck! Oh, Ark, thank you for the gift. It does... No. What? The warrior of... Is that even a real person? Oh my god. There ain't no way. Holy shit. Coffee, what is that coffee? Remember the soup, near and far beloved? Each soup a blessing from heaven above. What is this? When Yuzimii sings the soup song, she brightens our spirits, hence mitigating them. The poets are out in full force today. I love us as a chat. We only have one singular inspiration. No, not us as a chat. There is no we in this. You guys as a chat, let me clarify. Have one singular source of inspiration. And it's soup. Someone should write a soup song for Yuzimii. I unironically, as I was taking my walk today, I was thinking about the idea of a potential an original song for me. And I was thinking of things, and now that you bring soup, I'm like, man, the dream's dead. Hello, warrior soup! God damn it! There is nothing. Okay, I need to preface this. Warrior of soup, I have nothing against you. However, I am currently campaigning against my chat, who is actively campaigning against me for their love of soup. I see you are a sprout. Are you enjoying 14? I love 14. I love 14. I'm having a grand old time, except for the parts where Naoki Yoshida-san directly like comes at my life points emotionally. A Yuzimii song about soup. Unironically, if you give me a song, I could probably make it into a soup parody. Will I do it for you guys? No, because I have dignity still within me, somewhere deep down inside the recesses of my memories, and sometimes soaking true. And Ishikawa, just the entire 14 team in general. Hi chat, I hope everyone is having a soup Circle, why is that your opening chat statement? I swear to God, you guys are not making me rebrand under any circumstances. How the fuck am I gonna explain that? You know what? Wipe the debut. Not doing it anymore. Dignity, and there's a clip of her barking at Pirate Muba. Okay, listen, I said somewhere deep down in the recesses of my memory. I never said I was full of dignity. Very stupendous. Guys, you guys done? You guys got it out of your system? Are you guys good? Are you guys Have you had enough? Have you had your fill? Sometime soon and not yet. I love how this time it's not me, the one that's yapping. You guys. I can't believe this joke has been going on a month and you guys have not let it die. I don't think ffxiv was nearly this bad. Imagine if embracing the soup made Yuzimii a billionaire! Next X-Pack will have a worse meme. Trust. I have a fear that you guys will just shoehorn the soup meme into Dawn Trail. I don't know how, but I've seen you guys get terrifyingly creative. And I'm not gonna lie, it scares me a little bit. Can we be the billionaires now? Okay, I'm gonna... Me tapping the board. Look, taps board. Taps board. Listen. I'm gonna reiterate. You guys, I am the guardian spirit of joy. Okay? I have citrus theming because citrus fruits I love, and they represent happiness in the way happiness is meant to be shared. Now, okay, ready? A plus B equals C. Where? Okay, I'm like waving my hands around the board. Where is the soup? Where soup doesn't bring you joy? No, it can very much bring me joy sometimes. The problem is, it's when it comes to who, you know, like who I am, what I'm about. Guardian spirit of joy, soup is joy, so Yuzimii is soup. That is a horrible and incorrect use of the transitive property. The soup is sharing. If our meme isn't soup, isn't it by definition a salad? You guys are essentially just rioting against me. This is now, I'm declaring this an official mutiny. This is an official mutiny. There's no way to... 유지선 다이조부. She's now the rat on top of ice. I swear to God. I swear to... You guys can't even see the mouse here toggle happen! I'm so small! Get your elixir before you leave us? The fuck? Assistant, stop! I'm going to commit an act of great violence. It's not even gonna be funny. Holy shit. Is citrus soup an actual thing? Like, are you guys serious? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna zoom. It's like the fucking horse gif. She's the perfect size to swim in a bowl of... What? Thank you for the hydrate, I guess. I just got here, but the ears are cute. Thanks. I'm not a mouse. I'm not a cat. I'm a bunny. I'm a person. I'm a person. Okay? I'm not defined by a singular dish. I love them all. I love all foods equally. I fear you've been demoted to food. I hope you guys do know that makes it sound like you guys are gonna... Jessica, thank you for the follow. You know what? If we're gonna be doing this... How many mouse ears have you guys queued up? Oh my god. Do not eat the... I am not emergency rations! You just need to take the soup jokes in a bisque paste. Oh my god, you guys are queuing up so many... I'm just gonna... Yeah. You use up them channel points. Use up them channel points. That's right. Get them all out of the way. The fact that someone has a very specific soup emote is crazy. That is insane. Under what circumstances? Okay. Are we all good? Have we all got the soup out of our system? I'm just gonna be resigned to just being a mouse for the rest of the stream. Holy shit. The toggle's gonna go on and off! Oh my god! Lord, thank you for the tier 1! Holy shit! Thank you! Oh my gosh, your first day too! We can play now. I'll just be mouse here. I'm not sure Jesse Cox knows what soup is. Interesting. Thank you for the biddies. Expect a super big paycheck next week, so I figure why not splurge a bit. Congratulations! We love the money. Even you worked very hard for a bit. Overtime do be rough. Congratulations! Oh, what? Did I just Isuna? Hi, Oath! Alright, guys. Today, we have to go to Thavner because we're in the middle of Pain Central doing healer role quest because Fordola makes my heart hurt. You can't Isuna that do imagine if I could Isuna my toggles, I would just wait, what is this? Crisis. Dude, why is Sage ability so cool looking? Holy shit. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Because we started the healer quest line, I think I want to finish it. Also, it gives me a good temperature check on how the other role quests would be. Because if the other role quests, if I'm not really feeling the role quests, then the thing about MSQ is that because I'm leaving not next week. No, I am leaving next week. I am leaving next week. So I don't know if I want to gamble, risk leaving on a really bad cliffhanger. That's the thing. Okay. We need to go. No! Oh shit, it's not at Thavner. It's at fucking Alamigo. Guys! For Alamigo! No! Wrong one! Alamigan Quarter. The intro video for Sage back at FanFest 2021. That was so long ago. Every other comment was, why so much drip? Wait, no, 2021 was only 4 years ago. What am I talking about? Holy shit. Pero amigo! Slope! Okay, see? Why can't we get behind those kind of things? 4 years. When's the next FanFest? I really want to try going. Soon? Dude, I heard that FanFest tickets always get sold out super fast. But I also heard that the Las Vegas location that they held it at wasn't great either. US is normally in October. FanFest is the 14th convention meetup. Yeah, it is. I had a few friends that went to the one where they announced Dawn Trail. Closer to 8.0, the Japan will probably be last. It was in Vegas in July? That's horrendous! Isn't Vegas in a desert? Wait, no, yeah, it was. I've been there for TwitchCon. I didn't like it because it's, public smoking, open smoking or whatever is allowed in Vegas. And my throat gets very irritated from, the smoke when people smoke. So, like, I did not have a great time. Actually, I helped out a friend with making business cards for it. Ooh. Oh, that's like another thing. I heard, like, people do make business cards for, like, networking streamer things. That is something I need to consider. It was 115 degrees Fahrenheit out. That's crazy. The queue system was terrible. There was a lottery. If you were in line, they pulled random people out of it. Okay, I think the reason why I don't have a qualm with it because I think that makes up for people's connection diff. Right? Because it's like, yo, if someone, like, I don't have, like, fiber optic, you know, the best. Streamer adventurer plays. Are business cards IRL adventure plates? Tickle, you don't even play 14. And I think you just... I think I just took psychic damage. Wait! That's kind of true, right? Also, at the top of every hour, we have a 3-minute ad break to allow this stream to be pre-roll free. I'm not gonna start until the ads are over so we can all go in together. So be sure to get some water, stretch, grab some snacks if you're in Agile, and if you're not, if you are subbed and you have the funny little emotes, please use them for good and not evil. You'll be hanging out with me. So thanks. I did not know Hoover Dam was near Las Vegas. You're trapped here? I'm not trapped with you, chat. You're trapped with me! Behold! Actually, I have nothing to behold. I don't... Mouse trap? Okay, alright. Okay! If I was handing a card like that, I'd revere that person. Has anyone designed an adventure plate style business card? Isn't Mousetrap a board game that has like the little trap that physically lowers if you're and you play as mice? I've never played that game. I've only seen it. You could start that trend? Dude, I don't even know if I could design... So, I don't even know if I could design myself an adventure plate business card. They're so complex. Okay, to be fair... Wait. I haven't even designed my own adventure... I don't even... How do you design your adventure plate? Let's do that right now, actually. Plate design. Basic. Modern. Style. What the fuck is circular geometry? That's kind of pretty, and it looks like the moon. Weapons oh my god, this is so much. Making a 14 adventure card themed business card. They exist? Really? I need to research that. Oh, you've made a couple? Do they look like adventure plates, Lure? Dream spinners. Oh, this is from Shadowbringers. Four lords. Guys, which one looks is like kind of vibes the most with me? Cafe. There's just a oh, the tank one looks so nice. DP. Oh, they're just colors. Stylized. There's just one just straight. Limsa Lominsa. Wait, you can make a custom adventure plate? Let's see. Frontier adventure. I like circular geometry the best. This is really pretty. I think I got this from doing PvP once. Oh, was this from Wondrous Tales, maybe? I even tried copying the backgrounds and embellishments and everything. Holy shit. Laura, you do so much. What the fuck? What colors do you like? My favorite colors are green and yellow. Weapons refrain is a lot. Wait, oh, wait, wait. That in the bottom corner represents, I think, ultimate. No, this represents ultimate. What does the golden circle represent? Hey, you're posting some in the Discord. Oh, that's cute. Cheese? No! Wait, where's the cafe one? This one? I did. Oh, imagine if I did top. That would be crazy. Also, welcome back, guys. It's cute, but I don't know. Something about it doesn't look good to me. I'll go with this. Edit profile. Oh, this is actually requires thinking. Never mind. Let's do this later. I feel like I would spend like 8 hours on that. I've seen like people have really fancy Cryo Bay Decian. Is this one of you guys? Oh. Thank you for the Archon loaf. Is this one of you guys? They're walking. Wait, they're a wanderer, so they're native to Dynamis. Goodbye? I'm so confused. This is amazing. I'm still very confused. Everyone say thank you, Cryo. All right, let me take a big swig of water. I think I did a lot of yelling. We didn't even talk about lore that much, and I did a lot of yelling. Laying the past to rest. I can't believe we're finally getting to... Arnvel wishes to put your considerable reputation to good use. There you are, Vice. Commander Aldin has asked me to convey to you the following information. We are looking into reports of missing relatives of the Craniolupi. With the cooperation of the Silver Griffiths, we're currently searching for any clues as to their whereabouts. Thanks to the concerted efforts of Ragnfrid and others, the general public has been willing to cooperate with our investigation. Though many still harbor feelings of distrust for the collaborators and their kin, they've grown more receptive to our cause on the whole. Arnveld's been making steady progress in preparing for the memorial ceremony. He plans to host a meeting between the various community leaders to go over the final details. In fact, he was wondering whether you could assist in delivering the invitations. If you can spare the time, you should be able to find him in the Mercantile District. Anyway, that's all for now. I have a few other matters to tend to, so if you'll excuse me, duty calls. Sidetracking from MSQ again? No, Punter! Cause I leave for Korea next week. If I MSQ now, we're gonna be RNGing with what kind of cliffhanger I have. And I don't know about you, but I don't trust my luck. What do you think? Thoughts? We have to suffer through 2 weeks of no MSQ. Listen, it'll be kind of like when Endwalker was on content and you guys had to have cliffhangers sometimes. It would be a long wait, but I think it'd be worth it. Okay, listen, we'll make a deal. When I come back for MSQ, we'll make a huge deal about it. We'll do a whole lore recap. We'll do the insanity board. Hell, we'll even rewatch the trailer because I feel like there has been some things that I now know in the trailer that makes sense now. 24-hour stream? No. That is one way. That is like one way to like I will die. So, stalling. I mean, it is stalling, I guess, if you count it. But it it kind of makes it feel like I don't enjoy the side quests because I'm gonna be honest. Like I told you guys, like I love the role quests in Shadowbringers. I know you guys said that the role quests weren't quite the same in Endwalker, but I don't want to regret at least looking at least one of them before I depart, you know? The hardest part's been gathering information on those who died in the war, especially when it comes to the skulls and other conscripts, and they're the ones we need to treat most carefully. If we don't acknowledge the crimes of our kin and all their painful truth, then we do a disservice to their victims, living and dead. But if we let people paint them as monsters who do monstrous things we believe we would never do, then we would perpetuate a different but no less dangerous lie. As for preparing the event itself, I'll be holding a meeting with members from each of the settlements around Girabanya. I sent invitations to most of them already, but I was hoping you'd help me with the last two. There's Nun in the Peering Stones, and Sarisha in Viranila. I'll give you one for each. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they refused, considering how their people suffered at the hands of the skulls. But I hope we can remind them that deep down, we're all just people trying to survive to protect our loved ones. We may have driven the Empire from our lands, but as long as we hold fast to the grudges born of their attempts to divide and set us against one another, we'll never be free of their legacy of cruelty. With that in mind, I've included an account of my experiences with the Silver Griffins and the people I've met. Victims, collaborators, their friends, and their family. Men and women who've lived through it all. Survivors. Even if they refuse to join the ceremony, at least they will know, and hopefully understand our reasons for holding the event. Granted, I have not had much practice in writing important letters, but I think they'll get the message. You being the one to deliver them would make a world of a difference, I'm sure. Take care, won't you? Oh, hello! For when you need to climb in the suit, much appreciated. Dude, I can barely do 6-hour streams. I will say that I do not have enough hours in a week. Man, I wish I could stream more. Because I like the idea of streaming more frequently than streaming longer. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Greetings, friend. It's been too long since we last spoke. What brings you to my village? Hello, I have a letter. The weight of the words within is almost tangible, in addition to the weight of the paper itself. So the rumors are true. I need not read this letter in full to know its contents. I understand that Ragnfred's volunteers are working to support the families of those lost in the war, which few will deny is a worthy cause. But to include the relatives of the Cranialupi? The Skulls watched the Empire slay us in our thousands, and still they turned their cloaks and fought for our oppressors. And you would ask us to mourn the deaths of these curs alongside their victims? You have every right to be angry, and to refuse. Arnval wishes only that you read his account before coming to a decision. To dismiss it out of hand would be discourteous. Very well. Family. As none, my tribe is my family. And I know all too well the responsibility that brings. I would do anything to protect them. Anything. Loyalty, pride, conscience, my very soul. All are meaningless if I cannot ensure the safety of those I love. I suspect that some skulls have been faced with the self-same choice. But to see how their kin suffered, I cannot say I do not understand. I do not understand, though I wish that I did not. Their crimes will never be forgiven. They cannot be. But I and any others who are willing can offer our prayers for those tortured souls and the men they could have been. I accept the invitation, not on behalf of the M tribe, but as Miraznun, though I will put the question to my people that they may decide for themselves. I am also eager to make the acquaintance of the person who wrote this letter. He does not want to turn a blind eye to the bitter truth, painful though it is to confront. The meeting will be the perfect opportunity to take his measure. It is nice to see Nago's pops again. I love that they're making use of like the old Stormblood characters. It's pretty nice. Have a good dinner, Lore. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Nago and $4, my favorite Stormblood ladies. They were really lovely. I think Fordola, is just a character I will never be able to fully forget. I feel like a lot of people, like, their hearts go out to Yotsuyu, but there's something about Fordola that, not that I resonate with her, but like, it's like while Yotsuyu's story cannot continue because of how things went, Fordola's story is still very much active, implying that she is very much a character who can change and still grow. Fordola is the embodiment of mistakes made when in pain. It's not even that. It's like, I am intrigued by her because her quote-unquote redemption story is riddled with just suffering internally as well as externally. And I know that if she is to be redeemed, it is because it was fully earned because of her character, right? That we've seen. Like, because words and honest and vulnerability, like true vulnerability is hard for her. So if there's to be any development, it is because it's so well earned through pain and grit. And like, even though, like, again, her actions were awful, horrible, like, you can't help but, like, at least acknowledge the lengths she is going to. Then it is as I suspected. There have been rumors that such a ceremony would take place. Although you've traveled far to make this invitation, I must decline. We cannot mourn the loss of the fallen if the Craniolupi are to be counted among them. Like the Kalyana, they choose to aid the Garlean oppressors, killing and bleeding for those who would pillage our lands. Cowards and traitors all. And are we to assume that Kalyana, who died fighting for the Empire, will be honored as well? If so, that is all the more reason for us to refuse. Ardenvald understands and accepts that you might refuse. His only request was that you read his account and then decide. If you insist. No one was spared suffering in the occupation. Not the resistance, not the collaborators, not the families of both. No one. That so many would die in shame, in ignominy, having sold their souls only to lose everything, is a tragedy and a lesson. If they are forgotten, then the lesson of their folly is forgotten. For the sake of this land we call home, I will join you in remembrance and implore my people to do the same. In mourning, may we strengthen our ties with our neighbors as well. By together, facing our past, we can build a foundation for lasting peace and prosperity. It would be my honor to attend the proposed meeting, and I look forward to personally thanking your friend Arnvald for his dedication. I and my peers have much to learn from the example he has set. I will say though, I will never get over the whiplash whenever you enter Stormblood territory or like a Stormblood callback story, and it's like, BAM! Pains of war. Remember war? And how horrible it is? Oh, you're right here. They said that about me? It's rare for me to get such glowing praise, especially from renowned leaders like Sarisha and Mraz-Nun. More importantly, though, they agreed to attend the meeting, and I've got you to thank for that. After all, I imagine it's hard to turn down an invitation when it's hand-delivered by the Warrior of Light herself. Before I get ahead of myself, though, I must remember that this is only the beginning. Bringing everyone together is one thing. Coming to an agreement on extremely divisive issues is a different kettle of fish entirely, as Her Grace was quick to point out. But as she's taught me, if our cause is just and our hearts are true, those of like mind will surely answer the call. And answer it they have. While there are bound to be differences of opinion, I'm sure there's nothing we can't overcome if we put our minds to it. To that end, I was hoping you could join us, if you've the time to spare. There are still a few loose ends Ragnford and I need to tie up beforehand, so we'll meet you in the palace as soon as we can. Just having you there will make a world of difference. Alrighty. Hopefully, if it's in the palace, no one brings fucking crystals. Again. It's just like you'll never get over the Lahi jump scare in Raktika. Dude, because how do you time that? You can't. So while we all agree upon the importance of the ceremony, we recognize that the inclusion of Cranialupi will be distressing for many. I too lost family at their hands, and I would never ask others to forgive and forget. But for all their crimes, they were Alamegans, just like us. None made the decision to side with Garlemald lightly. They had a choice. They chose to betray us. Who among us have not made difficult choices for kith and kin? And do not forget that Fordola chose to stand between us and a primal. What does that have to do with it? Brothers and sisters, arguing will avail us not. The fate of Alamigo rests on my shoulders and yours. On those of every man, woman, and child that calls these lands home. To uphold our honor, to strive for prosperity, to protect our loved ones. We all know the weight of these responsibilities. It was that self-same weight which drove many of our people to serve our oppressors, misguided as it was. And though they chose a different, unconscionable path, in the end, we all wanted the same thing: to deliver our families from persecution, that they might live to see one more day, because another day in shame and self-hatred was still better than none at all. The regretful dead are survived by their despair. Despair which threatens to drag us all into the abyss from where there is no escape. Know that it surely will if we welcome it into our hearts out of disdain for those we cannot forgive. But we Alamegans will not be so easily defeated. We will stand united and conquer this menace. Every Alamegan who fought and died did so in the hopes that one day we would be free. And we are free. We are free. By the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters, we are free. Free to lock away the pain and pretend it has no power over us until it festers and takes us into our beds, and free to lay it bare and let it breathe. To acknowledge and to mourn our people at their best and their worst. The past is ours to bear, all of it, for ourselves and for future generations, so that they needn't suffer like we did. Let us make Alamigo a nation where no man is left behind, where he can make all the wrong choices and still be afforded the chance to make a right one. That went better than any of us could have hoped for. I have my gratitude for your part in the proceedings, but we both know who the real hero of the day was. This was all Arnvald's idea. It was his words that finally won over the naysayers. Now that we have the community leaders on our side, we should have a much easier time convincing the rest of the citizenry. Of course, holding the ceremony is by no means our final objective. No matter what we say, some will refuse to attend. It is my hope, however, that it will still serve us to provide a measure of closure for us all, to ease the plight of the vulnerable and ostracized. Speaking of which, you will recall the incident with Fordola and Alagana. The young girl she saved and her mother wished to thank her personally. Considering what happened last time, though, I have reservations. It would be a valuable opportunity to present a former skull in a more positive light. On the other hand, I don't need to tell you how unpredictable she can be. And that's before taking her echo into consideration. But that's a conversation for another day. Go and get some rest. You've earned it. I think I really appreciate how they're really emphasizing that two things can be true at once. That the people of Alamigo, they do not need to forgive. It is within their right and their decision. But if we have an opportunity to essentially rehabilitate people, because that's what it kind of is, right? So that they can be better and do better despite the unconscionable decisions that they've made, then what's stopping us from allowing such an opportunity? Like, those things can be true. We can acknowledge the horribleness of war, but also consider that what they did was horrible. And honestly, people are allowed to not ever forgive them. if there's a chance for them to even remotely bring good out of their worst decisions, then you know, then at least let us make a way for them. I think there is some merit, Mac, that like you're right and that there is no real consequence here. I think the only one who kind of faced it was Fordola. She didn't necessarily undergo a trial. I think we have to remember that 14 is very, I will say it is very idealistic. But in this story, at least I can see them trying to make it make sense. Because real world application, there is consequences. There needs to be consequences. Because because in a fantasy story, the writers can outline what is truly remorseful, right? Like we know. Obviously we can't have that in real life. You can be idealistic and still punish injustice. That's true. That's fair. I think, but at least for me, all I can do is take this story at face value and see, like, for me at least, that's what I glean. Because there can be justice and there can be compassion, and I think both can live in the same space. But that's not how they wrote it. I don't think this is like the last few things I'm gonna say on this. I don't think them saying them being like punishing them would make us just as bad. I don't think that's it. I think it's an oppressed people group looking within themselves and saying that like we have every right to ostracize and not forgive the traitors who have chosen to hurt us throughout our time of oppression. But they choose to focus on unification instead of like, again, the story is like putting them through the lens of we want to choose to heal within ourselves. Again, super idealistic, but I think, remember, I think that's like the lens of the story that they want to take it. Garlemald is certifiably evil. It's funny because Endwalker is actually showing that Garlemald... so far, Endwalker actually did a decent amount of trying to show the evilness of Garlemald as well as the people within it who are not inherently evil. Euless. But the institution of it is. And I think that's the whole thing, is that that's the whole thing that I've been saying, that like two things can be true at the same time. A situation can be horrible and there are victims, and there are very defined victims. And I think that is honestly the reality of war. And I'm thinking like on history in general. There are many people who are the common man who's saying like, yeah, I was following orders, and yet they have committed considerable atrocities. And we have every right in those places, in the victims, and have every right in those situations to not forgive. And I think they are addressing that. It would have been interesting if they had some people refuse the invitation, and I'm really wondering if they are going to in this next scene. But it's the fact that as the victims, you have a choice on whether or not you choose to forgive, let alone forget. But that's all I have to say on that. I'm continuing on. What the fuck? Something terrible has happened. Wait, okay, I guess Vordola's still under, like, what's that word? It's, shit, what's it called? It's, what is it called when you're, like, house arrest? Kind of, unless you're, like, on parole? I don't know. Probation? Detention? Parole? I don't know which of those apply, but they do. She was accompanying a squadron out on a training exercise. One moment she was there, and the next she was gone. I didn't think much of it at the time. She's been acting strangely ever since she went to meet that mother and child. You know, the ones who wanted to thank her for saving the girl's life? When I told Commander Alden about it, he went charging off to Alagana to ask them if they had any idea where Fordola might be. I thought about going after him. When I heard you were heading this way, I reckon it'd be better to send you in my stead. Jesus Christ, Fordola. Probation because she's allowed to move around. Okay, thank you, because that was gonna bother me. Vice? I wasn't expecting to see you here. You've heard what's happened then. Just as Fordola was beginning to earn our trust, she's given us the slip. As you may know, she was a choker enchanted to prevent exactly that. If I were to give the order, she would be dead within moments. And she knows that. She took the risk anyway. So I have to believe that she has a good reason. That's what we're looking into now. We were hoping Clarel and young Lily here could shed some light on the matter. We'd like to ask you about your conversation with Fordola, if we may. Yes, of course. I know she's the butcher, or was, at least. It didn't seem right to go without thanking her. That's why I requested the meeting, to express my gratitude and my apologies. She was quiet at first, just stood there as we spoke, as if she weren't even listening. And then I mentioned the blasphemy, and she looked at Lily and all of a sudden clutched her own head and cried out in agony. The echo. Can you remember what you were thinking about at the time? A man. The one I saw in the city. What? Who? Did he have something to do with all those people panicking? I think he did. When I was waiting for you, I saw him. He was by himself. He looked poorly, so I asked if he was all right. And he said yes. He had a nice smile. He got up and started walking, but then was shouting and screaming. I was so frightened. I didn't want to talk about it, not even to Mom. I wish you'd said something sooner. I'm sorry, Poppet. This was my fault for leaving you on your own. The man who turned into a blasphemy, I'd wager. The girl saw him, which means Fordola has now seen him too. There was one other thing. When Fordola was having her funny turn, she said something like, Charlie? No, Charlotte? I think that was it. Ring any bells? Can't say it does, but if he has anything to do with the skulls, the Silver Griffin should have some information on him. You'd best have a word with Ragnford then. You've both been very helpful. I'd also like to thank you for being so kind to Fordola. She may not have said it, but I'm sure it meant a lot to her. I have a couple more things I'd like to ask, so I'll catch up with you later. Xena! Xena, hello! Xena Otori? Otori or Otori? Hello! How are you? To everyone stopping by today! Project Sekai thing? I was never a Project Sekai girly, I'm sorry. I missed that. I missed out on that trade mid. It is quite unfortunate. How goes the prep? Are you ready in like 2 days? It got moved to tomorrow. What are you doing? Lock in! What are you doing? Lock in! The thing that changes is that you can always catch another one later if you... True. I just don't know where to start. I feel like whenever I miss out on things, I always don't know where to start. Where do I start with Project Sekai? Who knows? I don't. I was tech supporting me. Oh my god, I need Toki tech support soon. Actually. You got this. I believe. I will be there. Wait, hold on. What time? Wait, what time is your stream? Tomorrow. I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot. Perfect! I have 1 hour before I stream. You got it. You got it. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be a-okay. I will be there no matter what! Alright. Shall we continue? As I recall, he served under the Viceroy during the occupation, and his whereabouts is currently unknown. He had an older brother named Mansford, one of the Crown Yalupi, which would give him a connection to Fordola. Is there anyone who can tell us more about him? Yes, an uncle who we recently helped find employment here in Alagana. He's actually the one who asked us to look for Charlotte. You'll most likely find him working at the Sleeping Stones. As it happens, I was planning to bring him something to eat. I'll join you there shortly. Wait, hold on. Was this just something I could tele- No, I cannot teleport there. Ugh. Wait, is this where I had to find the stupid Allegan tree? No, surely not. That was different. Perhaps we should have asked what he looked like. No shit, Raban! Still looking, eh? That's him over there. Oh, he be mining! I hope we're not interrupting. No, no, of course not. It's good to see you, Ragnfrid. My word, the Bull of Alamigo and the Champion of the Alliance! What brings such esteemed guest to our humble, quarry? At ease, my good fellow. We merely wish to ask you about your nephew. Charlotte? You found him? No luck yet, then. Is there anything else you can tell us? More about his childhood, perhaps? Wasn't much of one, I'm afraid. Poor boy's life was ruined long before he had any say in the matter. His parents and I swore allegiance to the Garlemald to secure ourselves and our kin's citizenship. For all the good it did us here, living amongst our countrymen who treated us as pariahs. Once it took toll on him and his brother, to be spat on as traitors by association. One thing led to another, and Ansford, together with most of his friends, joined the Imperial Army. That's how it started, you know. The Cranialupi, Gaius's loyal little pups. Do you remember the names of these friends? Yes, they had quite the reputation growing up. There was Emmeline, Rudolph, and the angry little girl who grew up to become the butcher herself, Cordola. Charlotte was a part of their group too, yes, but from what we've heard, he chose not to become a soldier. Wouldn't have lasted a day in training. He knew that better than anyone. Not that it helped him to feel any less guilty for turning his back on the others. He blamed himself for their deaths, for not stopping them when he had the chance, for not being strong enough to fight by their side. Maybe save them, maybe not. But he wasn't there, and he wished he'd been. And one day, he was gone. Wherever he is, I hope he's safe and well. So do we. Thank you. The information you shared should prove useful. And for you, I brought some food. Why don't you call it a day and go enjoy it with your family? Let him have the peace for now. Back to Alagana. Dude, the Minecraft movie audience I heard is insane. I've heard there has to be security at certain theaters now because people are getting awful. I guess I don't get it because I don't get the jokes. I actually haven't gone to see the movie yet, but I heard it's atrocious. Oh, it's totally awful. How apparently someone brought in like live chickens. They throw popcorn just for that one chicken jockey scene. Just people just all yelling, rioting almost. So not only was his brother a member of the Skulls, but Charlotte himself was a childhood friend of Fordola's. I'm told he refused the support of Silver Griffins as well. He's been trying to make his own way for some time now. His brother and his friends died at Specula Imperatoris, save for Fordola, the gods. And the gods only know how he felt about her after that. Or how Fordola felt about Charlotte after seeing Lily's memory of him transforming into a blasphemy. Brother of a man she killed, and a childhood friend besides. She thinks she's responsible for this. That's why she ran, to kill the beast. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm worried about her. Fordola is a survivor and an outcast herself. Exactly the sort of person the Silver Griffins are trying to support. You've seen for yourself the sacrifices she's willing to make, and if you can learn to feel that sympathy for her, maybe others can too. I think we have enough information for the time being. Let's return to the city and plan our next move. Alright. Wait, what? Hold on. What? This is 89. Oh, okay, so the next one's gonna be the last one. And then we will decide. I've assigned a few of my soldiers to assist the Silver Griffins in investigating Charlotte's background. With luck, we will find him quickly, and then we can prepare for what must come after. We're all but certain Charlotte's the one who transformed into a blasphemy, so there's not to be done but put him out of his misery. As for Fordola, I've put Nago and a troops in charge of tracking her. Once they've found her, they have my permission to lend whatever support they deem necessary. If it comes to it, I may ask you to join the search. Till such time, I ask that you take this opportunity to rest. I'm assuming this is the last one. God. Ugh. The gift of mercy. The blasphemy hunter is even more flustered than usual, and with good reason. Dude, it's been an age since I went to a fucking movie in theaters, I will say. Keep it contained until I arrive, but do not engage if you can help it, understood? That was Nago. Her Yuna has found Fordola, or rather, she has found... What? I have Fordola on the search party's link, Pearl. She wants a word with you. What? This is urgent, so be quiet and listen. The blasphemy, my friend is right in front of us. I tracked him down, and when he spotted me, he started heading towards Specula Imperatoris. Oh, where everything happened. Look, Vice, I need your help. That's a first. Charlotte's not... He never wanted to hurt anyone. But this thing he's become is... I can't leave him like this. I've got to stop him, whatever it takes. She's not gonna listen to what we say, so I'm on my way. I owe you. Oh, shit. This is Nago. Can you hear me? We've got the blast... It's on the move. Get ahead of it, but maintain distance. We need... Fordola, what are you... Oh, shit. Yeah, she's not listening for shit. Alright, guess we're going. Ah, fuck. Well, time to put this Archon loaf to use. Thank you, Kryl. Radiata and Aligiri are not that far from Specula Imperatoris. If we let the blasphemy slip through our fingers, isn't bear thinking about. And while Fordola is determined to slay it by her own hand, we cannot allow her recklessness to put the lives of others in jeopardy. Are you ready? Let's fucking do this. Oh my god, I forgot what that thing looked like. They are not keeping distance. Oh my god. Hold the line for as long as you can. Commander Alden and the Warrior of Light will be here any moment. Stay strong. Did he just kick it in the... You've done well. Leave the rest to us. Yes, sir. Why are you ranged DPS standing right in front of it? Hello? Coward? Oh no. Traitor. To them. To everyone. Oh, we're having an echo now? Babies! I wish there was another way. So do I. But fighting's the only thing I'm any good at. Makes me wonder how I ended up with such a clever brother. Too clever for my own good, maybe. Just the thought of going to battle about getting hurt? About having to hurt other people? He's a bleeding heart, our Charlotte. Sooner befriends a fly than shoo it away, much less kill it. I could kill it if I wanted. I could. But you don't. And there's no shame in that. Leave the soldiering to us, Charlotte. We'll show the Guardians what we're capable of. Get the power and respect we deserve. And then, things will change. They will. You'll see. We found a place for ourselves. And you'll find yours soon enough. Alright, that'll do. Everyone who's enlisting, meet back here tomorrow. Brains over brawn. It looks like he's just kicking rocks. In the end, what good did I do? They gave everything they had to give while I hid. Like a rat waiting for the storm to pass. Coward. Coward. Coward! Oh, he's talking about himself! Coward, coward. Better dead. Better forgotten. It's not your fault, Charlotte. It's not. You didn't do anything wrong, and I'm the coward. The traitor, the butcher. I'll always be the butcher. You better not fucking transform! You don't get to end it. You don't get to give up. I won't let you. You have a lifetime to make amends and atone, to become something more than you were. But if you die here, you are everything they say. Everything you believe. Is that what you want? She's not going anywhere. Arnvald, why are you here? There's nowhere else I'd rather be. I can't fight by your side. I can still cheer you on. I've seen your past, Charlotte. How you were left behind while your friends rushed into battle. It's bloody hard, isn't it? Wanting to do something so desperately with every fiber of your being, knowing that you should be able to. You should. But you can't. So you find another way to support them. Your way. You did that too, didn't you? You were there for them, even if it didn't feel like it. But you were, Charlotte. You were. A friend of mine once said, not all heroes are forged in the fires of battle. The history of Alamigo is writ in blood. While we cannot change the past, we can change the future. And for that, we must all play our part. All of us. You too, Fordola. Ansford, Emmeline, one day we'll be together again, but not yet. You'd never hurt anyone, Charlotte. That's not who you are. You'll be remembered as the kind soul you always were. I hate that it's just his name. It's just his name. I'm counting on you. All right. Time to keep these bitches alive. All right. Are they both tanking? Oh, everything's upgraded. I get a little boosty boost. Okay, here we go. The dot. Legma. Oh my god, wait, this is like Sage stuff all over again. Oh wait, no, I already... Oh, throes of remorse? Do you remember? Boo-boos. I do not heal boo-boos. Is it worse just me doing a Toxicon? Oh, fuck. Why are you... Okay. You're like 50%. I give a little tap. Sure. This, whatever this is. Yeah! Yeah! Whack his PP! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's fine. He's fine. The most important one's the last one, right? That's the most important one, right? Right? I can do this. I can do this. I also have... Why did I do that? Sage is not a healer. They are a combat medic. Okay, well... Robot, let me heal you. Oh, fuck. There we go. Towers. Fligma balls. Oh no, that's not right. Fligma balls. Whack his PP. Oh. Ah! God damn it! I'm taking. Oh my god! I just took so much. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I know, Robot, you're gonna die! Oh my god, never mind, Robot, you're the GOAT.
Show them what we're made of!
You are absolute. Oh, Captain, my Captain! Bailiff, whack his PP. Levin Sphere evocation. Oh my god. Why are you constantly low on health? I don't understand. Oh, I forgot I had Cardi on Fordola. Holy shit. I should not be here. Oh, shit! Just gonna... Oh, God. We're doing this again. Oh, God. We're doing this again. You know what? How about I do this? Yeah! Boo boo! Oh, did I let go of it? Oh, wait. Oh! Fordola! 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 Oh my god! Oh god! Oh my god! We did it! Echo? Oh shit, this reminds me of the fucking... Oh god! Wait, we can still see his ether? It hasn't completely disappeared? Wait, how can that be? How can he join them if he's... Thank you. I mean it. If she gives him a high five, I'm gonna... Yeah! Okay, now no one is allowed to be sad or else you will turn into monsters. I've been looking everywhere for you. Have you now? That was actually really nice. We put down the last remaining beast spawned by the blasphemy. 'Tis a pity we could do naught for those who turned, but that we were able to prevent further casualties is nothing short of a miracle. It's astonishing too, looking back at Charlotte's case. Although his existence spurred others to transform, he never attacked any settlements or travelers. Even when he underwent the change in the middle of a crowded street, those who were present escaped with minor injuries at worst. I think that deep down, his compassion is what kept the raging blasphemy at bay. The only time he emerged from hiding was a journey to the place where his brother died. It's clear he still retains some semblance of his former self. Another victim of the Empire's terrible legacy, along with his friends and so many others. But the Cranialupi wasn't the creation of the Imperials alone. Many of those youth sought a place within them because they were denied one with us. That's why the memorial ceremony is so important. It's our chance to face our past together, to give them in death what we couldn't in life. To not deny anyone a place in memory, even if it hurts or makes us feel ashamed. You'll be attending, won't you? I haven't been ordered to, so I suppose not. In light of your leal service to El Amigo, I intend to have the conditions by which you are bound eased. Providing I am able to obtain approval, you will be granted a degree of freedom. At the very least, we should soon have no need for that choker. There will be no objections from me. You've done well. Fordola to the end. If I didn't know better, I think you were smiling. Well, I for one couldn't be happier her efforts are being recognized. It gives me much more motivation to continue my work with the Silver Griffins and bring the people of Alamigo closer together. Got to do my best to keep up with a certain little lordling There's the Alfie mention! I think we've done enough one day. Time we got some rest. Now the question is, do we get to see the ceremony at least? I think we do! I think we do! Allow me, as both the guardian of Alamigo and as your sworn comrade, to express my thanks for coming to our aid in these desperate times. No matter what matter of disaster may befall us, your presence alone is enough to keep the flame of hope burning bright. Even someone on the very precipice of despair, such as Fordola, can find salvation in your guiding light. Laying it on a bit thick, aren't you? Am I? Both Nago and Arnveld said much the same thing. I must be getting soft in my old age. In any case, it's safe to say we've all benefited enormously from your sterling work here. I couldn't ask for a better healer, or a better friend. Our ambassador at Razadhan will be relieved to learn of our successes here. If you happen to cross paths, give him my regards, would you? Man, That was nice. I really, really like that. The thing is that I could see why you guys said that the healer quest was so unique, because I think Fordola's story is very unique and nuanced in and of itself. I'm trying to figure out what the hell are the other stories, right? Like I'm not gonna lie, not that okay, is it bad of me to say I don't know what to expect from like the ARR city like states? Like I don't, because Stormblood was such a powerful story in and of itself. But for now, let's close out. I know I want to try the tank one. How goes it now? Let me go. Happy endings, at least. I'm just sad that we didn't get to see the ceremony. Now dye the job specific gear. You can now dye the job specific gear for level 90 healers within the main scenario quest for Endwalker. More than guilt. Man, I like that one. I really did. All right, the tank one, I believe. Oh, it's what's New Game Plus entail? Isn't New Game Plus just you get to do the entire game, but with all the stuff that you currently have, so it feels like a breeze? The melee DPS one is the weakest one because that's just, it's it's mediocre. Wait, melee DPS takes us to, okay, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I have such, not no regard or no expectations for the ones that take place in the AR city states, but it's just like I don't know what to expect. Okay, I think I'm going to say this once, and I hope it'll only be once, because I'm seeing some discourse in chat, and while I appreciate a lot of us, what I appreciate about, I think, our community is that we're able to have nuanced discussion about all the different subjects and topics. However, I would like to think that, like, because like many games, everyone is entitled to having opinion on the lessons and takeaways given from a game and a story. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say, because every game and how we reflect upon its stories, I think directly correlates with our own experiences and our own worldviews. And I think that's true. Everyone takes away from a game. It takes away from a game something differently. However, well, I do think that there is a lot of interesting discussion that could be had about how we can interpret certain things or have different kinds of takeaways. I think at a certain point, we can all share our opinions once and keep on focusing on what's going on in stream. Because at the end of the day, this is my personal playthrough, and I kind of do want to kind of enjoy it without having expectations set by others, if that makes sense. I think that's why I've been enjoying 14 so much. Because, like, I've really tried to not let myself be too swayed going into certain things. I mean, I think that's why I appreciated Stormblood so much, for an example, so. Are you gonna do all these before continuing MSQ? I honestly... Because what I am thinking, I was explaining this earlier in stream, is that while the current cliffhanger is killing me, I'm worried that if we were to do MSQ and end on a cliffhanger and then I have to leave for a week and a half to go see my family in Korea, I think we don't know what kind of cliffhanger I will leave on. I'd rather stay with a safe choice than a complete gamble. Does that make sense? So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna say. I hope you guys understand. Also from what I said before I moved on to like the other things. But I hope you guys can and are able to respect that. Thank you. I do with the break time worth of cliffhanger theorizing to Luna. Oh, do not worry. The Insanity Board when it comes back is gonna be ridiculous. The Insanity Board is only gonna get worse. I assure you. I assure you. You're gonna be with the family discussing your insane. My family doesn't even know I play video games. They don't. I'm gonna have to keep this under wraps the whole time. They don't think I play games. I'm gonna have to sit here and stew. I mean, fuck. I'm gonna have to sit here and just sit. I'm gonna just have to sit here. All right, I said a funny little word. Let's move on. Show them Brant. I absolutely will not. I absolutely will not. Okay, that being said, I do want to do the tank quest next. Okay, guys. Here's the thing. Do I do them on Gunbreaker? Or do I do it on Dark Knight? What do you guys want to see? I'm better at one than the other. This will be painful. Warrior, I'm bringing Warrior and Paladin through MSQ though. That's the issue. And they're both not level 90. Coffee, please take care of yourself. Please, please, please. Whatever you have more fun with. Okay, I don't know if I have more fun on Gunbreaker because I know it a little bit better because of me playing Gunbreaker through Uwu. But I do know it better. Maybe I'll just get more practice in. Maybe that's what the compromise will be. Looks like I'm going Gunbreaky. Let me change my glam so I'm a little bit more... Nope. 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 God. No. Is this... Except for this one. I used to use this for my Paladin. There we go. Wow, good. Back to my good old pirate gear. Gunbreaker was unlocked in Gridania for... That's what I wondered. What the fuck is gonna happen in Gridania for this story? I feel this is such a goated outfit. I love this. I think I had this since ARR. It's just so nice. Anyway. You know, I completely forgot Connie Sena is in Gridania. I just don't I realize I don't really interact with any of the Gridanians all that much. Even in, like, I guess in MSQ we do. But Connie Sena, I just feel like it's such a... Compared to the Sultana and compared to Merle Vibe, I feel like she seems so distant. Let's see where the tank story takes us. After AR Gridania's only role quest, they're kind of stuck there for elemental babysitting a lot. The least developed of 3 AR. It really, honest to God, kind of feels like it. Like, yeah, the Sultan had a whole patch when it comes to the dinner that traumatized us. And then even Merle Vibe with the whole, like, the Gabu, like, Vilbrind trying to make amends to the kobold situation that happened. Oh, was it Shadowbringers? Like, we had that. So, and I started ARR because I was originally Lancer starting, and so I started ARR, so I had to meet Ida and Papalimo. So that's where my ARR journey began. So I spent a lot of time ARR, at least in Gridania, but I just felt like there wasn't a lot of development since then. The good old tin can days. What's a variant dungeon? Anyway, let's begin the rating of... Okay, I give the healing quest a solid... I want to say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Let's see how the tank quests stack up. Because I know, what was it? Nomad said you thought the melee DPS was very mediocre. And I, as a tank main, am interested in the tank role quests. How many booms? A solid... I would like to see a solid 4 booms. There's a new side activity introduced with Endwalker. Variant dungeons are a lot. 12 endings. Okay. What in the choose your own adventure? They're different from treasure dungeons, yes? Okay. Well, looks like we'll get there when we get there. I have come on behalf of the Twin Addicts to enlist the aid of accomplished fighters. The small folk cower in their homes. Threat to the 12's a blasphemy. It strikes quickly with deadly precision before returning to the shadows. Several brave souls search for it even now, but their chances would improve if they had a stout protector by their side. Hello! I am a stout protector. Will you serve as the shield that stands between Gridania and certain doom? I feel like I'm doing that in main story quest, but sure, man. You've made it difficult to refuse. I will take that as an enthusiastic yes! Make haste to the adder's nest and report to my superior. Okay, I have a question. Does Endwalker role quest also have an epilogue? That's what I also just realized. Because I remember when I did Shadowbringers, I didn't take into account the epilogue. They do? Okay. I never finished the Pixies on stream. I did enjoy the ending though. It was lovely. It was not as long as the Shadowbringer one though. I wouldn't imagine, considering like these aren't super entrenched in MSQ, but timeline they are. Our liars and our Radzahan sent word of your arrival. I scarcely believe our luck. You're truly here to help us bring this wicked blasphemy to heel. I will say, Gordania definitely gives like a second Ishgard vibes, and I don't know why. Maybe it's in their speech, it's the way they talk. I shall fetch the elder's seats here at once. She is leading the hunt, and I'm certain she'll be the most eager to see you. It's something about their vibe. It's all the Ellison. You know, now that you mentioned, there is a lot of Ellison in Gordania. Full glad am I to welcome you in good health and spirits, Vice. On behalf of all Gordania, allow me to thank you for rising in our defense yet again. You will forgive me for eschewing further formalities, as time is of the essence. I shall share with you what little we know. We received a report that an unidentified man had fallen into the fits of on the road before transforming to a beast most foul. Blasphemy, we soon determined. Eyewitnesses to subsequent attacks spoke of patterns on its skin reminiscing of heavy chains. Thus we have named it Glepnir? Wait a minute, isn't that from Norse mythology? Because Sleipnir is also Norse. Odin's horse. Sleipnir is Loki? No. Loki's child? Horse child? Sleipnir, Old Norse Open One, is the binding bag that holds the mighty wolf Fenrir. The Prose Edda book Gylfaginning. Its name means the entangled one or the deceiver, and it also has been translated as wolf. Oh, I thought that was gonna say wolf dick. That's wolf lock and absurd lock. Thank you. Sleipnir is both Odin's horse and Loki's child. Okay, so I was right. Don't worry about what I just said. I read it wrong. I literally just said I read it wrong. Okay, my mouse was covering the first two letters. I just saw the CK. Okay, and listen, the internet has corrupted me, and so sometimes I just expect to see things that are not good. Don't worry about it. Okay. Occurs to me that's Sleipnir, in fact, Odin's grandson. You are not wrong about that. You aren't wrong about that. What can I say? I got that dog in me. Anyway, next! It emerges in the brush without warning, bringing destruction and tragedy to those unfortunate enough to be near. Ere we can respond to its retreats into hiding, leaving no trace for us to follow. The elementals cry out for us to rid of the God, fuck the elementals. Rid of the force of this wicked presence. Yet, even if we tracked it to its lair, I fear besting the beast would be no simple matter. The wounds of Glepnir's victims are tainted by corruption. We can but conclude that the fiend's fangs, claws, and horns and all imbued with a powerful poison. A small scratch sends the afflicted into fits, and death soon follows. Mayhap you know the creeping death. The effects of Glepnir's vile poison bear more than a passing similarity to the symptoms of that deadly plague. It swept through the 12s many years ago. The sick found their skin covered in chain-like patterns. Ah, like the Black Death! and spent their final moments in excruciating pain. It was long before I came to Gridania, but people still speak of it with dread. Is it true that the disease spared not a single hearer? Very nearly, yes. Before the remainder were taken, we were able to devise a cure from the Glim Shroom. Slow though it was, the scars of this tragedy could then begin to heal. Gleipnir threatens to reopen old wounds, I fear. Yet despite the similarities between Blasphemy's corruption and the creeping death's marks, it is unclear how these two phenomena are related, if at all. Both Condry and white magic have failed to abate the poison's spread. To confront Gleipnir now would place our soldiers at risk of grievous injury. Forgive me, Elder Seatsir, but this appears to be urgent. Again? Gleipnir has struck once more. The North Shroud. The Whalers have came too late to see the beast themselves, but the man it attacked yet lives. They are bringing him to Fallgourd Float as we speak. Aethelmare should be able to apprise us of... Aethelmare? Oh, Loki's Odin's adopted brother. God damn the MCU. I was gonna say MSQ. God damn the MCU for twisting Norse mythology more and more. Good night, coffee. So that would still make Sleipnir his adopted son then. Huh. Nephew? Wait. No. Sleipnir is... Oh, no. Yes, nephew. I was like, son. No, that's not right. Nephew. Brother's son. I forget that's a thing. Where is the wounded man? Outside of the Bobbin Court, being attended to by one of our hearers. He's a capable healer, but I worry this is beyond his abilities. We literally just talked about needing an antidote. See, this should have been the healer quest. What the fuck am I doing here? Wait, no, it's out here. Right? How the hell? Oh, up here. I learned recently of what it means to be, like, removed from someone in the family tree. Like, a cousin once removed is actually your cousin's son or daughter. Oh, white magic did not work. Never mind. We should have a dark healer, like a dark knight. He's a hardy soul, but I'm utterly at a loss. If I manage to heal his wounds, the poison lingers. I fear the worst is yet to come. When I removed his clothes for treatment, I recognized the chains. If this is indeed the creeping death, do not lose heart. I shall spare no effort. Rest for now. We may have need of your talents yet ere long. Shigois? Came from the East Gate. Shigois are known as carriers of the creeping death. The villagers are on edge. You think the Vileken harbingers of another plague, they may panic. Praise be to the... I still don't know how to pronounce these guys. Shigois, I shall remain here with the victim. I doubt we'll get an evil healers. Oh, well, it's not evil because Dark Knight isn't necessarily evil. Poison healing would be fun. Where is it? I'm at a loss. Speak with the panicky man. Where's the panicky? Oh, there you are. They were near Elder Springs, a whole swarm of them. Like an army getting ready for war. Bringing the creeping death, like as not. Folks been dropping dead with no rhyme or reason. And I'm not about to join them. No, sir. Came running back as fast as my legs could carry me. Were you bitten? I will show you to a here if so. Not a single hole that doesn't belong, you can be sure. That is one way to put it. You best do something about that swarm, though. Would that we could, but keeping the gate manned is our priority. We have not the numbers to spare for a hunting party. It is time for the fetch quester of light. I commend your bravery. Godspeed and don't get bitten. Freaking chemist, I'm probably... Oh, but that's for like that's like not for an actual job though. What would make... We want necromancer, berserker, no more DPS, healer, more healer, tank. I just don't know what the next tank would be. Oh wait, no, hold on, I need to do it backwards. I need to change my hotkeys. I did these AoEs backwards. Hold on. There we go. Ah! Praying for the rune? What the hell is a rune fencer? Geomancer. Green Mage's next tank. They use hammers and bells in games. See, I think that would fuck me up because when I think of green, I think of healer now. Inverse red mage. Interesting. Spell sword. Oh. 12 be praised. And you! I've come bearing a cure to the creeping death, but it's of little use against actual death. Well, yes. That's why I've come. I heard tell of a man suffering from uncommon pains at Falgor Float. Sense an opportunity for a philanthropy. Touch a profit up. That's not philanthropy then. His condition demands a much swifter pair of feet than mine. Could you bring the medicine to him in my stead? Sure, man. Your life is payment. If I could just make up a job. I could just make up a job, like a tank class. What weapons? I know, like, we've said hammer, but tanks already kind of have a hammer. I mean, the warrior does kind of low-key have a hammer. A tank that just lifts up boulders and throws them on people. Or is that just what monks do? The patient's condition has yet to improve. It is all we can do to keep him from succumbing to the poison. Okay, whips, but for a tank? I know this medicine. It was once used to treat the creeping death. Given his symptoms, it may well prove effective here as well. It works upon the body quite quickly, as I recall. Hold on just a while longer, friend. The medicine will soon relieve your pain. It hurts. Why? The man's shrieks die in his throat and his body's racked by violent convulsions. Then he falls still and quiet, as if his breath was snatched from his chest. Oh, did he fucking die? Have mercy. At the very least, his suffering is over. Had we been quicker to deliver the medicine, would he have lived? Nay, I think not. He was doomed from the moment the poison entered his blood, as will be others if we do not soon gain an understanding of our foe. Let this tragedy not be in vain, but serve as a lesson for the effects of Gluttony's corruption. resembling the creeping death. It is clear that the two share little else in common. I wonder if it's because it's a traumatizing memory that's appearing as the creeping death. The poison burns through the body more quickly than any disease. Too deadly it is to be borne by a creature so fragile as Chigoi's, or any other besides. Then that is one less possibility that people need fear. It's a shame life was lost. This knowledge may help us ensure that others are not. In these troubled times, fear and despair can drive even the goodliest of souls to desperate ends. Gleipnir is the only blasphemy known to us in Gridania for now. We must do our utmost to stop him from sowing further discord. Gleipnir and Odin wanders through the shrouds. Wait, oh true! I still don't know what Odin looks like. I have not seen Odin before. Let us return to the Adder's Nest for information shall be a most reliable weapon in the days ahead. I'm assuming BST means Beast Tamer. Icto is our first true hammer wielder. It's hammer wielding in the sense that it's that you paint a hammer for your skill or something. You don't actually wield a hammer. I'm trying to think. We already have sword and shield. Bigger sword. Axe. Yes, the next 10 class will surely have just simply bigger axe. Oh, it's over here. Gleipnir is cited in various locales, but we are reviewing every report. We suspect most are erroneous. Fear has a way of making one jump at shadows. It will take some time before we have determined which reports merit a more involved investigation. Stay vigilant and keep your eyes peeled for any sign of the blasphemy. Will just be a stick. It'll just be a big fucking stick. Corsair's axe gun was my cope for Dawn Trail. Yeah, I hate the potential for a Corsair pirate class. Gun shield. What about a gun lance? Like just go monster hunter with it. Why can't we get a gun lance? Bow staff and a train will be called Kidian Desheng. Ooh, bow staff would be interesting. I guess like the closest thing would be Lancer, but we don't really use it like that. The keeper of the entwined serpents is eager to resume the hunt, to give voice. We have followed up on every report concerning Gleipnir, even those that beggared belief. The most promising suggests the blasphemy is currently stalking the South Shroud. We're to proceed there at once, for there is no telling when it might strike again. The Elder Seatseer is already en route to Roots Lake. Let us not keep her waiting. Oh, Sun Wukong! But there already is a Sun Wukong, I thought, in 14. I guess it'll be just the alternative name. Where we go next X-Pack, that might influence jobs. Though, I mean, only Dontra has one job route in the region. That would feel weird elsewhere. What's that with nunchuck range attack and or phase? Ooh. Okay, here's the thing. Bard, I know is very archer-like, and you technically can play instruments, but do you use those instruments in battle? I don't know how often you do, or is it very, like, archer ranger coded? Once every 30, 45 seconds, we need another musical class. Give me hunting horn! What are other, I'm trying to think of like, also just other weapons, historical weapons that have been underutilized in media. Just a morning star. My sister Raya frequents Camp Tranquil. We get to meet more of Connie Senna's family! More, are they called Pajalis? I think? Mace Morningstar tank will be dope. The problem is that I think inherently Morningstars and Maces look ugly. Or flails. A Pajal. Yeah. It's been too long, Raya. Oh. Wait. Have we met her? I forget. She looks adorable, though. Connie! I was afraid the situation might force your arrival, but that this reunion was under more joyous circumstances. And you are here to serve as protector to my sister, yes? I commend your courage. Gleipnir, like all blasphemies, is a fearsome foe that we must nevertheless rise to meet as one. Every moment is crucial, so let us dispense with further pleasantries. Have you received word of Gleipnir's whereabouts? I have. They recently ambushed a poor traveler who succumbed to his wounds soon thereafter. A tragic and increasingly common tale. No others in Camp Tranquil have come to harm, but some claim they feel a presence in the distant trees staring at them with malicious intensity. They struggle to find the courage to venture beyond the safety of the camp. Okay, here's the thing that I think I'm realizing kind of asserts my one fear. For like the ARR based role quests. We don't have any real attachments to any of the NPCs involved save the Sultana. Right? Don't get me, like, unless it's like Gabu shows up. But I'm trying to think. Unless it's actively one of the Scions, but I don't remember. Unless Emmerich shows up in Ishgard. Fuck! Emmerich might have shown up in Ishgard! Ron used to be, okay, yeah, but like he's in Stormblood story now. We have yet to confirm a single instance of it spreading from one individual to another. That's somewhat reassuring, but it provides little comfort to the people here, I think. If Gleipnir comes, any defense we mount will come at a great cost. Those who fall wounded will invariably die. I'm at a loss, and people under my care can see it. They grow tense and bicker amongst themselves. Some even accuse me of standing idly by while this monster roams free. As if I'm not doing all that I can. I apologize that I come to you sooner, with that there were more I could offer you. Perhaps the elementals could help. Where are they? The elementals cry out for succor as loudly as the people do. This I know you feel. Gleipnir poses a threat to all life in the Twelveswood, and such we should face it as one. Their strength has waned since the calamity, and I'm reluctant to impose upon them. Nay, as seed seers, the elementals don't do shit! It's our duty to first expend every option available to us and spare them further distress. Once we have laid low the blasphemy, the elementals will be at peace. Well then, how do you propose we go about that? First, allow me to speak with the people here and assure them that all will be well. The Gridani is resolved to weather this storm remains steadfast. No road is closed to those of true hearts. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you begin with an earnest and heartfelt appeal. For my part, I shall reach out to Arun. Perhaps together we can find a way to offer similar comfort to the elementals. I have no doubt we require their assistance in the days ahead. The presence of a story hero will surely lend credence to my claims that the people's difficulties will soon be at an end. I love being the muscle in these regards. I will say, I don't know how possible this is now that you guys mentioned Beast Tamer or Beastmaster. For those of you who know of or play League of Legends, do you guys remember the champion called Sejuani? She is essentially a warrior that's just rise into battle on a giant hog. Yeah! Imagine a tank where your tank stance is you get on like a fucking giant boar or something. And like as you do your job quests, the creature gets bigger or increasingly like mythical. Can you imagine? Like tank stance and you're all of a sudden like you're on like a giant like, I don't know, flaming bull or something. I think that would kind of be badass, and I think that would like, you know, like mace weaponry, kind of, sort of. Think about that. If we were to convince the people that they need not live in fear of Gleipnir, then my words alone may be insufficient. I do not comport myself as an imposing figure blessed with martial prowess, to say the least. You, on the other hand, are renowned as a peerless warrior who has triumphed in countless trials. Simply looking at your features fills me with confidence that this crisis shall too pass. Yes, I am the muscle. I'm trying to think. Beast Rider, like Dragon Rider, even though that's kind of Dragoon territory, would be kind of cool. Seedseers are sitting pretty with their guards and finery. What do they care if a beastie was running amok? They'll be fine. That's why they're doing nothing while it hunts us. Bro, she's right there. Elder Seedseer, I was just yeah, you were just a what? I promise you that we are sparing no effort in our hunt for Gleipnir. However, it will take time, and more may suffer because the beast is laid low. Before the beast is laid low. Nevertheless, I ask that you place your faith in me, if only for a while longer. I love the Twelveswood and our people with all my heart, and I will not let our enemy torment us forever. I understand. Man's gotta give voice to his worries from time to time, Nothing I want less than to abandon my home. I'll stick around. For now. Okay, buddy. Beast Rider let us use the Summoner Scholar Pet Glam system? To use our bow? Like Chocobo? Like, oh, you would have barding on your mount? Interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if they'll have the capacity to code that if they haven't given Viera's and Hrothgar's hats by that point. Do not give in to despair, my friend. I know that I shall do all in my power to see us through the crisis. Hold fast to hope, and encourage others to do as well. I'll stay close to the whalers and pray news of your triumph reaches us soon. Ooh, okay, ad break is starting in like 30 seconds. This is mostly Fretch Quest, so hopefully I'll be able to wrap things up. But we'll continue on. But thank you so much for allowing this stream to be pre-roll free so that new people when they join the stream won't be hit with a wall of ads. Thank you. Coding issue, but a modeling one? Oh, okay, I see. If you could be any D&D monster and go hunt your friends of... I've never played Evolve style. Which monster would you be? I would be... I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Beholder is really cool because if you look at them, you turn to stone. And that would be such a troll thing to do. Honestly, kinda, yeah. D&D monster? I don't know the entire D&D monster list. That's the problem. I saw it. A gargantuan beast stalking the woods with horns the size of my leg. What's to stop it from coming here to fill its belly? Gleipnir will do no such thing, I swear. I shall see to it personally that blasphemy does not come within a mom of this village. Keep heart, for brighter days lie ahead of us. I just want to see what this thing looks like. Will that be all for now, Elder Seatseer? It will. I have done what I can to quell the unrest, but so long as Gleipnir lives, they will never be at peace. Sometimes lending an ear does wonders, as must be the case for the elementals, yes? Indeed, you are correct. Today was a welcome reminder of the truth, and an important step in our journey. Mayhap I should visit these settlements more often. Doubtless some here think of me as distant as... That's literally what I said! Connie said it. You feel so distant. You have served me admirably as protectors thus far, for which I am grateful. Until we have found and laid Gleipnir low, we must continue to impose upon your goodwill. It is no imposition, Elder Seatseer. You saved me on the killing fields of Cartano. My life is yours, now and always. Your life is your own to command, but I thank you for your words. And your conviction, which fills me with confidence that the path we walk is true. Even if that path takes us far afield. Did I ever tell you that, when I was a young student, I would often steal into the woods with a dear friend of mine, much to the chagrin of our teacher. Oh? Deep down, I suspect that there's still a part of me that yearns to wander where I should not. Ooh, wait, I want to know more Connie Senna lore. What? I feel like we missed out. Word from the border. We've got ourselves a bright bloody mess by the sound of it. Per your earlier instructions, the Whalers closed the roads to all travel while we scoured the woods for sign of Gleipnir. But now a group of locals are demanding to be let through into Thanolin. They're terrified by the sound of it, screaming about creeping death, and God knows what else. Ah, this is not a blasphemy, crisis. This is a PR crisis. If it consumes them wholly, then we may have yet more blasphemies to contend with. I pray you make your way to the border as quickly as you can. Your answer is hilariously awesome. I laughed out loud. Oh, thank you! Can't wait for the Return to Eorzea X pack. If I have to hear Prey returns to the Waking Sands, my jaw, I think, will literally drop. Genuinely. Meet meet. It's only a matter of time. Here's the thing. What reason at this point, obviously no spoilers. Also, Zuni, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. No spoilers at this point, but like, what reason do we have to return to the Waking Sands? We're like all camped out. Mordona? Kinda, sorta. Right, we didn't Well, now it's temporarily in old Skibbity, but... Let us through, damn you. We're standing here while the creeping death nips at our heels. You're telling us to die. Those rumors are false. The Elder Seatsier herself sent word that the creeping death is not responsible for the recent incidents. You mustn't surrender to panic. Return to your homes while we deal with the threat. Pay no heed to baseless stories. Stories? Stories? I've seen the dead with my own eyes. Don't tell me what is and isn't true. Ah yes, we love a panicked mob. Hearken to me, my friends. I come before you now to assure you that the creeping death has not returned. Only those who have been wounded by Glepnir are in danger, and so I beseech you to take shelter in your homes until the threat has passed. Glepnir? The beast I saw in the woods? We have to run. It could have followed us. You saw him where? Oh, now you speak up. Not far from here. Those glistening horns. Those terrible chains. Reaching out to drag you back to the seventh hell. We ran and ran and never looked back. But don't worry, it didn't catch any of us. No one's marked, see? That means we're safe, right? My brother in Heidelin! Oh, okay. I thought for a hot second. But say we weren't quite fast enough. What then? Its horns and claws are where the poison resides. Even a scratch would be cause for concern. Never fucking mind! Even a little scratch. Then it's too late for me? Is that why my body feels like it's on fire? You told me the branches tripped you up. You said that's how it happened. You said! It's like a zombie apocalypse. When one person doesn't clarify that they got bit. Heavenly winds guide us to the font of strength. May we drink from it and be made whole. We literally just talked about it was gonna work. I don't feel any better. Do it again. It hurts. Help me. Conjuring has no effect. There can be no mistake. This is Glepnir's doing. Even so, I ask that you do not lose heart. Stay strong, for if you surrender to fear, the beast has already won. No, I don't want to die. Please. Help. This is literally a zombie movie scenario. I swear to God. Oh, damn, that was fast. Oh, God, this is another Matsuya. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. You said it wasn't. Why? No. No. No! I swear to fucking God! And... despair may manifest. Call for Fend. Is there naught that can be done for these poor souls? Not but one thing. I know. We must lay them to rest. Contain the threat. Nobody else panic. God fucking damn it. Nobody else panic. And everybody stay calm. For the most part. God damn it. Weak-willed commoners is a crazy statement. They are at peace. But that had not come to this. I was powerless to prevent it. You did all you could, Elder Seetsier. Is that what's going to happen to us? Is there no hope? I swear to God! What you witnessed was the fate of those who fall to deepest despair. It feeds upon grief and anguish, and is more deadly than Glepnir itself. But as I swore to you that we shall defeat the blasphemy that haunts our homeland, so too do I swear that despair will not be the end of us. Keep the faith and look to the horizon, for brighter days will come. As you say, Elder Seetsier, as you say. Glepnir is not here, and so you're free to return to your homes, but I urge you to take care on the path back. We will, Elder Seetsier. This is so fucking depressing. The storm has passed, but a darker tempest roils in the distance. So long as the specter of despair looms, the people will struggle to take any word of comfort to heart. You'll see more tragedies like this. The elementals too cry out for a solution. The longer we struggle to resolve the crisis, the more innocent lives are put at risk. Ryo said that we need to turn to the elementals for assistance, and I know now she was right. And so I will seek finally! There are preparations I must attend to first. I shall make the proper ablutions at the lotus stand. Pray return to the adder's nest. Fucking pray return, and await my summons. You do get spells as a healer that puts people to sleep. True! But Nomad also has a point. Sleep barely works on anything. But then again, they're just average Joes. You would think sleep would work on the average Joe. Unironically, it's low-key a tad bit manipulative, but think about it. I feel like it would have worked. Kind of, sort of, not really. I think they would have been in danger being just on the ground. But that was just straight out of a zombie movie. Just like, I swear I wasn't bit. Turns out, in fact, was bit. Hit it. To the detriment of everyone else. We must strive to remain undaunted in the face of despair. Oh, do we get to see... Wait, I don't remember ever seeing an elemental. If it was back in ARR and I don't remember. Unironically. Do we get to see an elemental? Wait, these role quests are so fast. There is a high likelihood we might finish this one today. It's just glowy light shit again. Man, I would love to see what an elemental actually looks like. Deadass. The situation has worsened since last we spoke. Glepnir grows bolder in his attacks. The conjurers are spread thin in their efforts to attend the victims. Moreover, we are no closer to finding a means to counteract the blasphemy's poison. With no choice but to wait until death claims them, some are overwhelmed by hopelessness, becoming mad beasts that lash out at their former countrymen. At least, okay, in the healer quest, we only had one blasphemy casualty. One! What the fuck is this, Gridania? Such tragedies all too easily beget further tragedy, as bereaved loved ones are in turn overcome and share in the same horrid fate. The people speak of these incidents in hushed whispers, afraid that any moment a monster might appear within their midst. We must slay Glepnir without further delay. I mean, the poison's great too. Indeed, let us hope that the Elder Seetsier's efforts to enlist the aid of the elementals are successful. That united we may at last cleanse the Twelveswood of this evil once and for all. Oh my my god, what do you know? Glepnir showed up! The Guardian Tree. Has it divined the Elder Seed Seer's intent? Is it attempting to prevent her from communicating? Oh, so we're not gonna see an elemental! Alright, time to kick a horse's ass. Or I guess, as the metaphor is, I'm so hungry I can eat a whole horse. Imagine if the elementals turned to blasphemies. So here's the thing. Only humans are turning into blasphemies. Can not humans turn into blasphemies? How hungry. Indeed. Alrighty, horse. Battered arms and armor strewn across the ground. There is no other trace of man or blasphemy. Well, there's your problem. I don't see any tank weapons. Never fucking... Fell beast? Oh. Here we go. Wow, it's like I know my rotation. Amazing. Oh, never mind. Fuck. That was short. Oh, Glepnir was a bag. Never mind. I keep on confusing Glepnir and Sleipnir. God damn it. I think I know what happened here. Though pray that I am wrong. There is no sign of the Wood Whalers save their arms and armor. Oh, we just killed the Wood Whalers, didn't we? Even the bravest among us can succumb to despair. Before the blasphemy's poison took them, they transformed. That is a yikes. Glepnir could not have gone far. He may be watching us even. Is Glepnir sentient? Are blasphemies sentient? The air is thick with corruption. If the Wood Whalers succumb to a man, we can expect a hard fight. Though I dread the thought of hurting our brave soldiers. Not allow these creatures they have become to roam free. Oh my god, it is getting hard for me to read. Let us form two groups to more quickly track down and cull the beasts. Once we have finished, we shall regroup under the boughs of the Guardian Tree. Short, like, what? Why am I catching strays? What the fuck? Well, Glepnir was a bag. Sleipnir is the horse. Horse. Oh god, I bet you these are all the Wood Whalers too. Oh, damn it. Not strays targeted. Heat-seeking missile, if anything. Oh, it was a chain? Oh, it's sometimes the bag is a chain. It was just used to essentially put Fenrir on lock. I fucked up my rotation, yeah, but it doesn't fucking matter. Definitely not a height-seeking missile. Aha, aha, ha. You have laid to rest the last of the turned whalers. Reunite with your companions at Evershade. God damn it. I hate that when you kill, right, the fellow creatures, the blasphemies, and it is only after you have killed them, they let you know who you killed. It's like they give you the hit. They don't give you the hit list until afterward. Because you have to, like, realize what you have done. Man, I haven't been near the Guardian Tree since ARR. Our work is done then. The loss of so many brave souls is tragic. And now that they are at peace, the Guardian Tree is safe. Let us take comfort in that. But pray that the Great One will hear my plea. Oh, you girly. Huh? The fuck? Are you hurt? The Great One is filled with fear. An all-consuming fear unlike any I have ever felt. It spoke to me. Its words were clarion. Drive the evil away. Drive the evil away. Okay, is this like evil, like Heidelin evil, where you don't actually mean it? Or do you actually mean it this time? Oh, dude, what good are the elementals? It can think of naught else, and so we will not receive the aid we seek. Not until we can dispel the dread that claws the Forest's very heart. No. This was our last hope. What the fuck is that noise? We are not alone. What the fuck? Pause. What in the behemoth's cousin? Also, I bet you some people would. But anyway, there can be no mistake. We're fighting it now? This is the profane beast. Blasphemy has mired the 12's wood in despair. Glepnir. What? Hello? It makes for the Guardian Tree. We must stop it. The poison! You mustn't let it touch you. That's like a gas. Such fearsome strength. Okay. Who gave it steroids? Why is it all souped up? We're fighting it now? Oh my god! Why is it stancing? We're getting an echo? Sumiyan? In accordance with our covenant, we Pajal have been blessed by the elementals. From the moment we are chosen, we are bound to act as mediators between man and nature. Oh, they have horns. The most skilled among us are honored as seatseers. It is their duty to guide Gridania through times both poor and prosperous. I cannot say which of you will be found more worthy. In my estimation, you both have the potential to become seatseers. Of that, I become more certain by the day. Who are you? is that? Is that Connie Sen and her friend? But I don't want to be a seat seer. I never wanted to be a Pajali either. I never asked for any of this. Why can't I live a normal life like everyone else? How come I don't get to grow old? Why was I cursed with these ugly horns? I like them. And maybe we didn't choose to be born this way, but I don't think it makes us that different from everyone else. It's a rare gift, a blessing even. And if we can use it to help others, then we should. Don't give up on becoming a seat seater. I fucking knew it! Con-E! Oh my god. We'd all be worse for it. So what happened to you? A blessing? I never thought of it that way. Suppose I just hated not having a choice, but maybe you're right. What happened to you? Who are you? No! But how? Is that why he has horns? Oh my god! But why he built like that? I thought we got the echo from Connie Senna! The matron is merciful. The elder Seatseer has fallen unconscious, but is otherwise unharmed. The blasphemy must not have touched her, for I do not see the telltale mark of poison. I am no healer, and she should be looked after by those who are. She'll care. Dude, this guy's hella loyal. Pajals are human chosen by elementals. They conscript children. Dude, I mean, more and more, the elementals kind of stuck. They kind of stink. And we need an occasional reminder of that. The Elder Seatser has been delivered into the care of Yuzimii. By the grace of the elementals, she will make a full recovery. She's already regained consciousness, but is not allowed to receive visitors. We can but wait for now. Damn it, I was useless. I could do nothing while the other Seatser faced Glepnir alone. I was to be her shield, but I stand before you while she lies abed is proof of my failure. Anisanas lives still, and still she requires your protection. Do not fall into despair. I swear to God, I do not want to kill you too. You truly are the hero of whom the bards sing, aren't you? You've suffered terrible trials, but you still stand tall and resolute. Thank you for your counsel. How close I came to forgetting the lessons of my past. I've spoken of it to a few, truth be told. It brings me to shame to recall it. I fought at Cartanone. Not as a soldier of the Eorzean Alliance, but as a conscript in the Garlean Imperium. What? Clad in armor and magitech, another drop in a sea of pitiless metal. You grow numb to the violence and the killing out of necessity. It becomes routine. Work to earn your next meal. But then the moon shattered and the dragon emerged, and when the dust had settled, there was another body clinging to life amongst the fallen. If I remember staring at the burning sun above, growing weaker, wondering if the heat, or no, Eorzean blade would finish the job. But it wasn't death that came, but salvation. I was delivered from my well-earned fate by the elder Seedseer. She deigned to save a man who once bared steel against her people. Her kindness didn't end there. Once my wounds had healed, she welcomed me with open arms. Never did she regard me with distrust, nor did she ever make me feel obliged to repay my debt. She fought not to take life, to safeguard it. Through our friendship, I came to see the wisdom in that distinction, and I pledged my remaining years to her service. But I've accomplished nothing to throw myself against Gleipnir in vain, and even if there was profit to be found in the sacrifice, she would not abide in it. Your words serve to remind me of this. We will defeat the blasphemy eye, but we will do so without forsaking that which we hold dear. This I swear. Don't transform, I'll kill you. Thank you for... Dude, I mean it. I'm so sick of people transforming before my eyes. I am traumatized enough. Okay. If I lock in, we could sweep a whole... These role quests are going by so fast. Holy shit. Was it because people complain that the Shadowbringer role quests are too long? These seem really short. Let's see. Hell, so you don't have to level going into them. True, that's fair. I am going to try and really crunch my way to level Dancer. I'm going to try so hard. I'm traumatized that Ishikawa says, no, she isn't. Watch me! Fucking PTSD. Dude, they start transforming people in front of us since Tesleen, man, and I am done. Oh, you. Elder Seedseer. It fills my heart with joy to see you in better health. I'm gladdened by your presence as well, my friend. And lest you wonder, I know that the conjurers found no trace of the poison in my humors. If you're ready, I would resume our search for Gleipnir. I did not realize Yuzimii was her instructor, but I feel like that was a part of lore that I simply have forgotten. They may be up to the task, but you are not. 'Tis one thing to engage in conversation, quite another to go gallivanting about the 12wood hunting a blasphemy. Yeah, but Jarl's fucking old. I'm aware you are a conjurer of surpassing skill, and I would not presume to gainsay your judgment, but have my wounds not healed? Those visible to the naked eye, perhaps. However, the strain of your communion with the Great One has taken a toll on you in ways we may struggle yet to perceive. The Great One is a being of purest ether, and you're exposed to its unbridled despair. Its raw terror. There may be consequences. I'm aware of that, but Gleipnir must be stopped. Till the blasphemy is laid low, people will continue to die. How am I to carry my duties cloistered here? How am I to deliver the Force and its people from this despair? It is your duties that demand you remain. I understand your frustration, but if you were to fall in battle, If your guiding light you bear were to fade, then all Gridania would be lost. Rest, Kani. Rest and gather your strength so that when the time comes, you are fit to do what must be done. In the meantime, trust in your allies. Damn, that sounds very familiar. Vitra, anyone? Or actually, no, he was like, save your allies, and then we had to trust them when we left for the moon. You are right. I see no reason I cannot join in planning our next step. As you said before, conversation is quite unlike gallivanting about on a hunt. Only with the Great One's power. Are we still trying to go the elemental route? The Great One committed a portion of its boundless strength to extend a barrier over heaven and earth. The ermine hedge. Thus, the 12 would spare the worst. If we could convince it again to lend us even a small measure of that power, we would not need fear the poison. I believe we should pour our efforts into placating the elementals, that we might earn their favor. God damn it. We must find a way to assure the Great One of our good intentions. Remind it that we labor not of its destruction, but of its salvation. I think, too, that we must gain greater understanding of what drives Gleipnir. It seems bear a resentment towards the elementals. The Great One in particular. What is the lore here? Lingering memories of the person Gleipnir once was may be responsible. Oh, she doesn't know? Man, where would we begin? How about your memories? Or the boy who trained alongside Kani in her youth. Yasura Supen. What are these names? After all these years, is this what became of him? You mentioned him briefly before. Were you close? Yasura was Pajali like me, but he had never known his parents and devoted himself wholly to his studies. He embraced the role of the forest had bestowed upon him, and truth be told, he was a much better student than I ever was. A fair assessment. Despite your esteemed heritage, you never took to my lessons as well as he, never dreaming of the outside world, stealing off into the woods more times than I can count. I could not keep watch over you at all hours, not even if I tried. The elder Seatsier, a rebellious spirit? I can scarce imagine it. Scarce? I resented being a Pajal. It was inconceivable to me that I could not live among the others. I did not scruple to express my misgivings to Yuzimii at every opportunity. Yasura was a pillar of constant support. It was thanks to his encouragement that I at last embraced my destiny and resolved to use my gifts for the greater good. We would become Seedseers together. I believed until one fateful day when we were gathered herbs in the forest at Yuzimii's behest. We met a wanderer hailing from a distant land. He told us his beloved was with child, that he had traveled to Gridania to beseech the Great One for painless birth. He asked us to guide him to the guardian tree. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? However, entry into such a sacred space was not ours to permit, and there was something odd about his demeanor besides. With regret, I refused him, but Yasura was loath to turn away a goodly stranger in need. He agreed to guide the man despite my protestations. I ran to Yuzimii as fast as I could. Together we made haste to the guardian tree. We found the man motionless on the ground. He was succumbed to the Great One's rage. Next to him was Yasura, alive but unconscious. In time, he recovered and related the whole story. In truth, the man had been an adventurer, a seeker of wealth and glory. And as he had knelt to make his false supplications, he lunged forward to tear a branch in the guardian tree. He was yet a child, and Yasura had no inkling of the darkness that could dwell within men's hearts. He learned the lesson that day, but the price he paid for it was great indeed. The Great One stripped Iasura of his horns, and with them the right to call himself a Bajal. I was forced to expel him from the Fane. Explains why he hates elementals. I never saw him again, nor heard a word of what had become of him, though not for lack of trying. Despite his hardships, he did remain in the 12th Wood all the time, I wonder. He dreamed of naught else but becoming a seat seer, of a life in service to the people and the forest. He knew the weight of the responsibility and was eager to bear it. But he was deprived of that purpose by the very elementals he loved. And yet, he didn't lose that will to serve, suspect, and instead resolved to watch over the 12th Wood in his own way. I shudder to think what could have hastened his transformation into Gleipnir, as if his life was not harsh enough. In our final conversation, Iasur confided in me that he would search for a means to calm the Great One's rage and earn absolution. To that end, he said that he would seek the counsel of the Mughals. Oh my god. And so none are more like to have knowledge of its most hidden work. Are we gonna have to talk to Mughals? Please don't tell me. God fucking damn it! Oh my god! There is a reason why I've avoided the Mughals, the Allied Society quests. Fuck! I'm still surprised we know the Keeper for out of the universe 10 years and we still don't have a name. A true NPC moment. But I feel like these days, the NPCs that we meet at least have names. Even if we don't. Fucking Nago has a name! But of all avoided, if he's the classic lesson, stranger danger? True. Dude, the world be cruel and people be evil. But watch yourself. God damn it. Kukwa Pika. A Moogle has a name! Quite a peculiar face you have, Kupo. Familiar too. Wouldn't be the self-same warrior gave the legendary Moogle's guard what for, would you? Oh, well, yeah, Great King Moggle long may he stay dead. It's an honor to meet you. Allow me to thank you personally for bringing that silliness to an end. Kukwa Pika's the name. What brings you to our neck of the 12's Wood? What a pleasant coincidence. We were just discussing how we ought to go about calming the elementals, Kupo. That blasphemy with the dreadful horns has got them on edge, and for good reason. I've had to ask my personal guard here to sleep with one eye open. In case you haven't noticed, the beast corruption has been spreading all throughout the woods. Needless to say, we've all got to stand up and put the 12's Wood to rights. Ryo suggested that the Mughals contribute by scouring the forest for even the smallest sign of taint. I hate that they use that word. Got to cleanse it before it gets out of hand. You know? Difficult and time-consuming work. But if it's in service to the forest, then we'll gladly do it, Kupo. Wow! Hey, I know you. You're the adventurer who gave me some of my finest scars. Koopity Kupo of the Moggle's Guard. No hard feelings at the whole hail to the king Kupo bit, I hope. I'm not going to call for a rematch either, in case you're worried about that. Ryo and the others cured us of our tempering, and afterwards set us down for a stern lecture. No more calling upon good King Moggle Mog the 12th for us. May he ever remain unsummoned in his royal grace and splendor. Indeed, and what better way to make up for past indiscretions than to serve the realm? Even now I can scour every ilm of the 12's Wood, and we'd be remiss to not do our part. We'd be overjoyed to have a hero such as you helping us as well. If you are willing, something tells me you have a sharp eye for that. For the taint we seek to cleanse. Can we count on you, Kupo? Sure, man. Please don't make me say that word more than I have to. let's cleanse the. Oh God. Wait, why are you up here? I was worried you'd be stuck. Apologies for leaving you behind, but it's so easy to forget that your kind lack wings. Now then, where is it? There, to the south! Let us cleanse that festering Oh my God! No. The localization team surely must know. There is no way they don't know. They can't possibly. Tickle, what the fuck? That was some fine work, Kupo. I dare say it's in even better shape than it was before. Others are doubtless flittering about stamping out corruption wheresoever it rears its hideous head. If I were the Great One, I would be applauding our efforts. Well, insofar as such a being without hands can clap, I suppose. How goes the taint cleansing? I did what I could, but I swear as soon as I finish with one area, two more start manifesting a fresh taint. No, they know. They know. There is no reason for us to be saying it that many times. The forest's ability to heal itself is waning, and the sickness is spreading too fast for even a legion of Moogles to manage. If we don't come up with a better solution soon, I'm reading the dialogue! We should maintain our efforts to purify the forest regardless. But since there are only so many of us, we must also help the forest to remember how to help itself. Yeah, buddy? Yeah, we perform the friending. What? The friending? What in the name of good King Moggle the 12th? May you shower us with love and compassion and Kupo nuts. Is that? Truth be told, I couldn't remember the ancient sprite's name, so I just made something up on the spot. But let's forget about that for now and move on to the stuff I do remember. It's an old ceremony first performed when the nation of Gridania was but a spark of an idea, of a random thought in its founders' heads. They knew that if they were to establish a home within the 12s, that they would first have to entreat the elementals for permission. So a mage in the company found and cleansed a few sources of foul aether, planted saplings in their place, and consecrated the soil with a prayer to show the force the purity of their intentions. The elementals were so taken with his display that not only did they permit his people to settle within the forest, they also bestowed upon him their blessing as proof of their new covenant. The Gridanians still honor the agreement to this day. For every tree that is cut down, a sapling is planted, like in Minecraft. So, if we follow history's example, we can soothe the foe's pain and also nourish it with new life. That's right, Kupo. But I wasn't finished with the story. I remember the mage who planted those sacred saplings. He was none other than Joran, sire of Eohokpota, the very first Pajal. From that day forward, the elementals would bless a select few heroes with horns, favoring them with their fellowship. The Pajal were exalted by all the people of the 12s would, even we Moogles look upon them with awe. That's how it all began. You have a strange look on your face. Gleipnir may be a Pajal, a former Pajal at least. How dreadful. Well, what exactly are you saying? So the man you think may have become Gleipnir was a Pajal stripped of his blessings, and the blast he kills with a poison that manifests symptoms that resemble those of creeping death. I feel sorry for this Iasura. To love the elementals only to be shunned by them, to be surrounded by the beauty of the 12s wood and know that he was forever an outsider, all for a child's mistake. That despair could easily cause him to turn. This poison that preys upon those who bear the 12s was blessing the cures, just like the creeping death once did, might be another manifestation of that despair. Oh my god. We must redouble our efforts to plant saplings or they might never speak to us again. Alright, saplings. Also, holy shit, I just looked at the time. It's 12:30. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to bed after this. I have work tomorrow. Holy shit. Do not friend the taint or whatever. No, we are not friending the taint. What the fuck? I need to sleep. We can continue this tomorrow. I will also have to do dailies tomorrow. Holy shit. No. I just don't want to do any more taint cleansing as well. I know who to drop you guys off at. I know. Why not? Do you guys know why? A reenactment ceremony which laid the foundation of Gridania. Wow! Yet another ceremony that we probably won't witness. Yes, I do, and someone's got to keep the lights on over at this stream somehow. Who's gonna pay the bills? But it's gonna be a comfy stream that I'm gonna be reading into. We're gonna be reading Kamise. Wait, a really short practice stream? Practice stream for what? I'm gonna read him anyway, even if it's a practice stream. That being said, tomorrow's gonna be more 14. We're gonna be just chilling, and hopefully I'll start on time and remember to eat dinner. But we'll have our Yap Olympics. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, even though it's not a typical MSQ day. I'm just glad that we were able to chat. Honestly, I was having not a great day, but you guys always find a way to make me feel better. So I thank you so much. Feel free to follow me on the socials. I'll see you guys next time. By next time, I mean tomorrow. It's literally gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna see you guys in 24 hours. Literally. But yeah, we're gonna be coming. Alright, have a good... True, it's today. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, and I'll see you guys on the flip side, alright? Ready? Goodbye! Bye-bye!